I did want to get to a story, Jim, that hit not that long ago this morning, of course, involving Leon Black, the founder of Apollo, one of the giants of private equity, essentially walking away from the firm. Now, we knew he was going to be stepping down as the CEO. Marc Rowan would be assuming that. But this is unexpected in the sense of he is also stepping down as chairman of the board. He's also stepping down from the board overall. And it's quite a significant departure. I mean, you think about some of the three big firms, when I think of them, is KKR, Apollo, and Blackstone. Schwartzman, still at the helm at Blackstone. Kravis, still at the helm at KKR. And Black, no longer the case. About 70 years old, obviously had been embroiled in a lot of that attention coming from his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein and the fees that he paid him. We'll have more on that in a second from his statement. But it's a significant moment, and there was some perhaps somewhat unexpected in terms of him departing the board. Remember, he is a very large shareholder here, what, in the 30+%. By exiting the board, by the way, Jim, it does enable him to potentially sell stock as well.
Well, I think it's important for people to realize what a titan this guy is. I mean, he has been with us forever.
Yes.
And I know that he's caught up in the investigation, but he's got, you know, he said, I thus view this as the ideal moment to step back and focus on my family, my wife Deborah's, and my health issues, and my many other interests. I think he's owed that statement. At the same time, the review that Decker did found no criminal evidence with Epstein. But, David,
well, yeah,
he paid a total of $158 million for tax and estate planning to Epstein?
Well, that raised some questions. That brought him attention. By the way, Black has always been, I mean, he's just not somebody that I ever got to know well at all, as opposed to the other gentleman who we mentioned. He's not, you know, he's always kept a much lower profile. But Apollo has been one of the giants, has been an extraordinarily successful firm. Will now be led by a new CEO, Marc Rowan, who, of course, has been there for a long time. Josh Harris, one of the other leaders of the firm, remains as well. Let's read more from his statement because, you know, he does reference Epstein. He says the relentless public attention and media scrutiny concerning my relationship with Jeffrey Epstein have taken a toll on my health and have caused me to wish to take some time away from the public spotlight. And as you say, he goes on to talk about his own health, that of his wife, Deborah, as well. But it's an important departure and certainly one we didn't want to not feature this morning, Jim, given his importance in private equity. He is obviously an immensely wealthy man, incredible art collection, by the way, far beyond just his ownership stake in Apollo and everything else. He's collecting art from a very early age, was Mr. Black. And we'll see. We'll continue to follow and watch the story to the extent that anything else should occur here. Apollo shares probably not going to do much of anything. Again, he was planning on stepping down as CEO, but it all got accelerated. And the important point here is he's now stepped down as chairman of the board and informed the board as well. He stepped down from his position as a member of the executive committee on the board and from the board as well. So Leon Black and Apollo. One of the richest men in the world, from his ownership stake.
People need to know that. I mean, we talk about Bezos, we talk about Gates. I mean, this man's one of the richest people. He's done a huge, he built a huge empire.
Yes.
And I think people should know that. I've always felt that he's incredibly savvy at what he does.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.